There is a myth that spoke of an evil warrior cast into a sacred mask by a righteous shaman. But what if that myth became reality? And the only person who has the power to stop him doesn't know it yet. Now, years later, evil gets a second chance. The Mask of Shylaquen.
It's been 20 years. I thought time would numb my memories of the event, but they're still so vivid, so fresh in my memories. I've never spoken or written of what happened, fearing that the great evil that I had encountered as a child would in some strange way become a reality once again. As an adult, I know my story would be considered fictitious at best. It was the last week of school. Finals were just about over and grade 8 was quickly fading into yearbook history. I had done well that year, securing the top academic honors of my class. And my best friend Erica and I were making plans for the summer. The kind of plans that two young girls would make before boys entered the picture.
So, what do you want to do this weekend?
I don't know. It depends how much homework I get in my next class.
Socials? I doubt you'll get a lot. Hey Mel, want to come to the party this weekend? Everybody will be there.
Everybody.
For real?
Well, no. But we could use somebody to clean up the garbage after the party. Wow, your sister looks so cool. Her attitude really sucks. Must be tough living with her, eh?
She thinks she's something. I can't wait for that one day a guy dumps her. And that'll bring her down to earth.
Don't let it get to you, Mel. Look, why don't you come over to my house this weekend, eh? We can just...
Erica was the daughter of a well-established lawyer. Although our town was small and lawyers still made their money by winning legitimate suits, he made a lavish living off the town's extremely high divorce rate. So whenever Erica and I made plans, it would always revolve around her father's country-setting estate.
All right, class, we have arranged for a special guest today. We've got some... Melissa, please take your seat. Anyways, I've arranged for a special guest to join us today who's going to help us further our studies on the First Nations culture. What I'd like you to do is change to page 112 in your textbooks, and as you're doing that, I'll be introducing you to Mr. Clarence Laquinto. Mr. Laquinto is the curator of the First Nations Museum, and Mr. Laquinto, they are all yours.
Mrs. Catherine, thank you very much. Yes, I'm in charge of First Nations culture, mostly the local area, and I'm in charge of artifacts and our people's stories. So I'd like to begin by passing out these drawings done by local artists. As you can see, each artist has a unique style that is integral to their... That's what the wolf...
I wasn't too excited about learning First Nations culture. Now that I think back on it, it was probably because I was self-conscious of my heritage. So when Mrs. Catherine brought in a curator from the local Aboriginal museum, I couldn't help but illustrate my level of interest to my classmates. I thought I was being cool, but I should have listened to his stories.
Okay, with the few minutes that we have left here, I'm going to try to leave you with just one more story this afternoon. This story is about a tribe's conquest over an evil warrior. Now, for many years, this evil warrior would travel up and down the valley, terrorizing tribes along the way. It got so bad that most tribespeople, including the bravest warriors, wouldn't travel far from the village. And this was very bad, because at certain times of the year, our people would have to follow the food. Growing tired of living in terror, one tribe's chief, Shylaquen, came up with a plan to banish the evil warrior for a long time.
Jaya, it's Ayatsi. Yes, Ayatsi, come in. Your father and the medicine man are waiting for you. Tell them I'll be with them shortly. Whatever you decide, we are all with you.
My daughter, I could not sleep. I've been forced to make a difficult decision. I must choose between bringing peace to our tribe and surrounding nations, or part with you, my beloved daughter. But I have decided.
So have I, Father. The evil one will be no more.
Then it will be so. You and the evil one will be cast into a sacred mask.
Shylaquen, you cannot let her do this. It's okay, Mother. I want to do this. Our people must know peace.
The plan seemed foolproof, but the night they put it into action, something happened that Shylaquen didn't expect. Well, that's all the time we have. But if any of you would like to stay after class, I'd be happy to finish the story.
I always liked making my way up to Erica's house. Each stride was one closer to excitement. We could do virtually anything we wished. And our first choice was to check out some deep caverns behind the estate.
Hello? Erica? Erica? You!
I got you good.
You! Very funny, Erica.
Well, do you want to go set up the horses?
You're gonna be fine. Don't worry. You can ride Rimrock. My dad just got him. He'll take really good care of you. Hey, Smokey. Smokey. Come here. Hey, boy. How you doing? Huh? Yes, you're such a beautiful boy. What you thinking? What you thinking? What you thinking, huh? Wanna go for a ride? Yeah, let's go for a ride.
Are you done?
Seriously, we'll be back home before that. Wait, I don't know. No, but they're not too far away.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
I don't know. No, you won't. Don't worry.
It seemed innocent enough trying to kick back the summer vacation with a little adventure.
Okay, ready? Mark, set, go!
But what we were about to discover was about to change our lives for good. Something either of us could have ever expected.
The Mask of Shylaquen.